What's going on, my ninjas? I apologize, I'm a day late on this review, but yesterday I had a lot to do. Sometimes being an adult sucks. But that transformation though, I kind of fangirled all over the place because I loved the Kisame versus Killer Bee way back in Shippuden, and when he underwent that form, I was like, man, this is such a cool throwback. Until I saw it was all Samehada and Shizuma wasn't really doing much. It's like Samehada controlled him, whereas in the Killer Bee fight, Kisame, he had perfect control over Samehada. Like, he was still in his right mind. But in this one, it's like Shizuma was going berserk. He was even freaking out when the sword was, he thought it was eating him or whatever. So, it was cool to see that form back again. And they obviously had to make it edgy with the, the bang and the hair over the eyes and stuff. This is the new generation, so it has to be edgy. I mean, how much more edgy can you be than a freaking shark? I mean, sharks are badass by themselves, but I don't know. I was hyped at first when I saw this transformation because it came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it at all. But when I found out that, Shizuma wasn't really in control, this was like a bootleg version of what Kisame did. And it only lasted for literally 3 or 4 minutes until he got his ass whooped. I was like, that was kind of cool, I guess, but it's over. But out of all of the other swordsmen, besides Kagura, of course, Shizuma is still the most interesting. It just sucks that his motives is just to start a war just for fun. I thought maybe he'd have a deeper desire than just wanting to have fun killing people. But I mean, he is Kisame's son. But Kisame, he even had way better motives than this asshole. Well, I guess it's his son. It hasn't been confirmed, but they do have the same clan name, so I'm just going to call him his son. But Shizuma's motives made me not like him as much. He still looks awesome. Like, I love his design, not necessarily his transformation design, because he looked like Kisame with longer hair. It really didn't work for me, but it was cool to see the form back, if that makes any sense. But Shizuma is well designed. I just wish his motives were a little more, was a little deeper than what they are, just starting a war to have fun. And when Mitsuki came and just snitched on Shizuma, like, hey dude, Chojuro isn't the one assassinating people for bullshit, you are. And his face, like, you motherfucking snitch. And Boruto went in this episode. I'm really enjoying seeing him develop his own techniques. I think it was called the Boruto stream, where he used the wind style to propel him like twice. That was fucking dope. I'm like, damn, Boruto, so much for the people that are calling you an exact copy of Naruto. But the thing that pissed me off the most in this episode, the screen's rocking because, of course, as always, my dog is running up under the stand. He cannot leave my side. But the thing that pissed me off the most this episode, when Boruto and Mitsuki were fighting Shizuma, fucking Kagura was just sitting there. Man, I know Kagura was going through some identity problems, and he just found out that Shizuma was the bad guy. I mean, big surprise there. But his character just flip-flopped a lot this episode. He was like, oh, Boruto, I have to kill you. I'm the son of Yagura. All I know is killing. I'm a killer, blah, 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 blah. And then when Shizuma, when his true motive got revealed, Kagura was like, well, what do I do now? I thought you were doing it for this reason and that. I don't know who I am. I'm like, bruh, you got a big ass sword that can split into 2 pieces. Whoop this motherfucker's ass. You letting 2 younger kids go at this dude that's your age. I mean, come on, Kagura. Of course, he did get the molasses out of his ass because he and Boruto got the finishing blow on Shizuma at the end of this episode. But throughout the whole episode, I'm like, Kagura, dude, come on. But I do like that comparison about the card game they were playing and how Kagura's mindset changed. That was pretty cool. But I don't know, man. Just seeing Mitsuki and Boruto go against this dude, getting their ass whooped and whooping his ass while he's just sitting there wondering what to do, just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Kagura, he's badass. I think he has potential to be a super badass, but he just has one of those mentalities that's like, what should I do? Who am I? He's like what Sasuke was, but without, actually going the fuck in. How when Sasuke was all like, who am I? What is a village? Blah, blah, blah. That's like what Kagura is going through, but instead of doing whatever it takes to get that answer, he just kind of shuts down, shuts everybody out, and just, sits there and wallows in self-pity. I'm like, come on, dude. You are the man, you are related to Yagura. Yagura was badass. So, I mean, I understand you're like, oh, the blood runs through me, I'm a killer, whatever. But use that to your advantage. Shit, whoop this Shark Boy's ass. But other than that, this episode was pretty cool. Like, the animation on the fighting was dope. I love seeing taijutsu back again. And when Boruto palmed the fuck out of Shizuma's chest, I was like, damn, Boruto, you are becoming more and more badass with every fight. And seeing Mitsuki and Boruto go in together and how Mitsuki was like slinging him around and they were cooperating made me just hope like for a future combination technique between Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki. Like, I hope we get some Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 type shit. But like I said, I just don't like the fact that Shizuma had like a cliche ass motive, you know, start war because it's fun, killing is fun, whatever, just to get the village to being the blood mist again. And also, Kagura kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because he was moping most of the episode. And that Talk no Jutsu, the Talk no Jutsu has officially been passed down from Naruto to Boruto. It's nowhere near as effective as Naruto's is because we all know Uzumaki Naruto is the king of Talk no Jutsus. But Boruto, how he was like, you asshole. If you are saying what you're saying, at least make a straight face. Don't look like you're conflicted. And that made Kagura slow down a bit and wonder, like think, well, hey, is this really right? But it wasn't really until Mitsuki came in that he was like, okay, yeah, this is some bullshit. But tell me what you guys thought about this episode down below. What did you think about Shizuma's transformation? It was cool to see again, but I don't know, it just looked a little too extra edgy for me. But like I said, it was cool to see again. And it would have been nice if he was, you know, in control of it, but it's obvious that Samehada was the one doing the controlling. At that point, Shizuma was mostly a host for Samehada. He wasn't in control at all, but it was pretty cool to see again, whatever. But this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.